Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play series. Our servers just had Runecraft teleportation re-enabled, so I'm going to start off this episode with a little experiment, making teleport runes out of Spleef Blocks. And I'm going to use the entire wall of my bedroom for this one. It's going to be a 2-destination rune, and the entire thing is going to be made out of these spleefed buttons. Spleef blocks are, I think, something that was added in the latest Runecraft patch, or 293, one of those twos. And the spleef block basically is when you hit it, then the block disappears and can only be brought back into existence by use of... Oh, why is this one not working? Bit of lag there, I think. Yeah, there we go. It can only be brought back into existence by the use of a lock block. So that's what I've got here, this wall made entirely of these spleef buttons that I can press and they'll stop existing. I use buttons because I like the effect. Next step, I need a lock block to control it. I'm going to make it out of the same material as the wall and place it here so that I can right click and bring... Oh, I've botched the signatures, that's why some of those are not toggling, so I'm gonna cut and quickly work out where I've gone wrong there. I'll be back shortly once it's all fixed. As you can see, they are working, but they're on the wrong signature, so I need to go and fix that. So now that's all working, and you can see when I activate the lock block, they should all disappear and then reappear. And that's the only way you can toggle all those spleef blocks at once. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to knock away these particular ones here. It doesn't matter what tool I use, just hitting the buttons is enough. Right click or left click, it doesn't matter. And now I have the outline of a teleport rune. And what I need to do next, once I have this, is, well, in order to use it, it will always need a powering block, a keystone in the middle, because otherwise I will accidentally end up right-clicking the lock block behind it, or just the wall. So, always needs to be a keystone in the middle with this, just like with using redstone runes. I'm going to set the signature for our spawn location. We used 4 vines for this, just because it seemed a reasonable thing to do. That's it, accepted. But because we're using bedrock runes for our spawn hub, it means I need to go and get a charge for it. So I like using lapis blocks for this purpose. I don't know why, they just seem, I don't know, almost crystalline almost, except not as rare and expensive as diamonds. So using this, right clicking the center will take me to our spawn pyramid, and you may recognize it's modeled exactly after the sandstone one we had in our old world. This will eventually be our teleport hub. There's a rune I was working on earlier. It is sunken because we liked the look of that, but now I'm going into the hub world, and I'm going back to the beta world to get everything I left behind. And one musical interlude later, we are back in the old sandstone pyramid. Our hub world, as you saw there, the work of quite a length of time. We used each sphere to represent either a world or just some scenery that we were linking to, and we made the desert sandstone one to sort of represent the sandstone pyramid we have in the desert as our teleport hub. Likewise, the new one is all swampy, because that's the sort of new pyramid that we have here. So, time to collect all my stuff. I'm going to start by dismantling my old D4. My D4 is, well, I quite like it. So, in the new fortress, there's definitely going to be a D4 or probably a D8 with all sorts of shiny improved features on it. If you're curious about the D4, you can check out, I think it's tutorial 4. I go through the concepts, advanced tutorial 4, concepts that use it, piston control for different locations. My chrono trigger, some good diamonds there, and with this locked, always remember to close your gates. I'm going to take away my old recall landing pad, and take that with me, and then pop down into the lab. See what's hidden down there. There's my old secret entrance into the lab, just because you couldn't always rely. Yes, Topsy-Turvy Tower is next. That is an idea that Xanatrix came up with, another runecrafter. I did sneakily use a bit of creative mode to get up here and get all these blocks easily. But yes, the idea behind this was that it was a tower that unfolded out of the earth, and he and I were together working on automating that. I think that's in our to-do list in terms of an advanced tutorial, because he's got it working now, and it's pretty cool watching this tower just unfold out of the earth with a single redstone button. And last but not least, the treasure. This is my old treasure chest. I got about 60 blocks of gold, of diamond, and other assorted goodness. So I'll be taking that home with me now. And whilst the hub world is particularly cool, I will not subject you to a cutscene twice in a single episode. And my next step is linking back to my home world, because whilst I linked to it, I didn't link from it. So I've got an endstone rune, and I'm going to my signatures work in approximately this way. I've got a red block of wool to the north, and that signature signifies that it's mine because red is my color. 2 blocks to the side, which sort of indicates the biome or what really is there, and stone brick at the bottom to say that it's kind of like a fortress. It's whatever's built there is built with stone brick. I need to charge it up, and here I am back home and safe. So my next job will be to set up the other rune in that to link to the end. You will note that the wall is too big for one rune, but it's perfect for 2 overlapped teleport runes, and because I can knock out the spleef blocks, then I can just set this one on the right to be targeting the end rather than targeting the spawn portal. So I'm going to load up Xerx's chest with all my goodies and get to that, and I'll see you all in the end. So, as is probably readily apparent to all of you, I've been doing a lot of work here in the end. What I've made are 7 circles, each with a faith rune in the middle, all marked out by redstone. The faith runes all have tier 5 obsidian, even though there is no practical difference for the faith islands between tier 4 and tier 5. But simply because I had a huge amount of obsidian after mining down some of these pillars. But yes, once I raise this, it will make the shell for Faith Fortress, and I'm going to go see who's online to help me activate these runes. So the only person online was Xanatrix, and I have to say, watching Faith Islands be used from afar is actually really cool. I've never seen it before. I had him with God mode up to the top of those, jump down, activate the next one. Ah, that's really cool. I love Faith Islands. One thing he commented on, which I explained, was that although the circles on the ground are not at the same level, the Faith rune will raise it up to the maximum height that it'll fit on the map, which means that even though they are not on the same level on the ground up in the sky, they will be, and I'll show you that once they're all up there. But yes, this is kind of like the culmination of so much mining and working out exactly how the faith runes works and aligning everything just right so it wouldn't fail or overlap. We tried automating them so they'd all go at once, but it looks like you can't automate faith runes, which is a real shame, because that would have been fantastic. But yes, here we are. Faith Fortress's outer shell. Prior to any construction or building, in its untainted form. There we go. This is what we'll be working with the rest of the series. So thank you guys for watching episode 1, really? Yeah, episode 1 of my Let's Play. The first real episode where we get to work, get to grips with Runecraft. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any comments or things you'd like me to see specifically explore or build as part of my fortress, leave that in the comments and I'll take care of that. And do check out these other things that I've got going here on my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video. Cheers!